Hello, Huskies back again with more Los Angeles Kings franchise mode commentary in NHL 18. We're piggybacking right off where we left off last video. I got time to record today, so I'm gonna record more. We're back for another regular season, year 24 or season 24-25. I don't know what year that is, if I'm honest. I always lose track of the years in this. We're getting pretty far along here, though. I think we had a successful offseason. We pretty much traded our depth for top 6 power in Pastrnak and Hinostroza. We gave up Thompson, Glebov, and DeBrusk. We got some high salary hits up here with Pastrnak making 9.7, but again, considering what he's up there with overall wise, I think he's the most expensive, but we'll see if he turns out to be worth it or not. Hinostroza, I think, is the one that I'm really concerned about. He's had 55 plus points the last 3 seasons. He's been a good plus minus. I don't know what team he was on, but I doubt it was the Hawks. And then down here we've got Kajula and Bittner, who I'm going to hope brings some bottom 6 scoring. Kajula had 10 goals last season. Bittner had 14. So if I can get that out of those two, that's fine. With Middlestat, Kamenev, Nordgren, Kreider. And then defensively, we're 1 season away from being absolutely nasty. Riley, he's 19, he's already an 80. Costi, 82. Just randomly, he was a 6th round pick. He turned out real good for us. And even if they don't work out, I've got Venu here, ready to pop in. Oh, and the piece of resistance, our 90 overall franchise goalie, Matt Boyd, back here. Doing work, ready to get the season started. So I think we look good. We have a good mix of offense and defense. We have just great straight-up decor. Our goaltender is fantastic. This should be a pretty good season for us. Dylan Larkin, Swanson are already on the board, but I'm already ready for extreme disappointment when it comes to these. We're already tied at 2 with Vegas. Oh, Colin White on the board, first goal of the year. That's encouraging. He didn't hit 30 goals last season, which was a bit disappointing. I mean, he ended up with 29. But Colin White is a guy that, in all of the GM modes I've done and seen, he's a 30-goal scorer regardless. He's one of the best simming players in this game. Alex Tuck, what the hell? Hat trick in game 1 against us. Oh, but Colin White ties it with 9 seconds left. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. Can he get the hat trick in overtime to win the game? Nope. Oh, and we lose in a shootout. Cody Glass? Either way, that's not the story I was looking for. I still don't think I've ever seen a game in the regular season end in overtime in that type of sim. But I mean, hey, our offense came to play. Our defense, like I said, we might be a year away from having like a really, really disgusting defense, because we've got 3 guys that are still in the process of making their big jumps overall wise. That being Riley and Costi. But I mean, when you've got Swanson, Theodore, Kopitz, like we've gotten really lucky with some of our defense. Kopitz being the free agent that we signed last year, as an 86, just went undrafted and made it through the free agency and signed with us. And then you've got this Costi kid that we drafted in the 6th round, and I only know that he was an 80 because I was looking through my contracts during last video and came across him. Because I think he's on an entry-level deal too, so we're saving a lot of cap space right now. Although we're not looking too hot goal-scoring wise. In the games we've lost, that was a 6-5 loss. That's good. But I think this team's gonna need some time to gel. I did mix up the top. I mean, the roster's pretty different, in all honesty. I mean, the big names are still there: Besser, Zadina, Larkin, White, Middlestat. But I added 2 new second-line wingers. I added a first-line winger. My bottom 6 is different. The back end of my defense is different. So if we don't come out flying out the gates like we are currently, I'm not surprised by that. I absolutely do think chemistry and player types play a factor into the sim. I don't think it's nearly as much as it used to be. November 5th is taking a long time to simulate. Hopefully something didn't just break. There it goes. Usually the only time you see sims like that is like the day before the trade deadline because you have a bunch of trades going down, but again, I have 100% confidence that our team will find their way here. Aaron Brooks from Toronto. This is probably not even Aaron. Adam Brooks. Two-way forward. He's a -8. Excuse me. He's a -8 in 16 games. You know, great skating, but that's about it. This Haynes kid, he's a low top 6. Nah, I really don't want Brooks. He'd probably be a decent 4th line center. But I want to give my team, like I said, I want to see if they come to life here before I make any changes. Because I 100% believe this team is can run away with the division and the conference, which how good they are. But we might need one season of growth to get there. Like we've got our defense is set. Like these are the players that our defense is going to be. And I was the past couple seasons trying to figure out how I wanted to set up the defense once I brought in Swanson. I'm not a fan of these hanging on these sims here. Brooks in a 4th. You know what? I'm gonna take that. And the only reason I'm gonna take that is because Brooks is a actual center. And I'm actually gonna send Polka down. If somebody claims Polka, they can have him. I doubt they will though. Somebody might have claimed him. Why is Kajula in the AHL? What? Did it send him down? It shouldn't have. Did I send down the wrong guy? No? I want Kajula. Yes. Alright, so let's go look at our lines. Like I said, I think Brooks is a better 4th line center than what I'm got rocking on there now. Yeah, I don't know why it took Kajula out of here. It's just up to, I want to bench Nordgren? That 4th line's actually doing really good. If anything, I'd take Kreider out of the lineup. Ooh, that 3rd line though. Oh my god, the minuses. We're losing because of that 3rd line. Alright, I gotta change something up here. Kamenev, I think you're gonna get taken out for Brooks. I know Brooks is a center, but we need a 2-way forward that's better on that 2nd line. I don't think Middlestat can be a... He's got good defense. Kajula's not good defensively though. Let's do this. Let's go. I know that it's power forward 2-way, but I want to try and bring Bittner up here to play with Brooks and Middlestat. I can put Brooks at center. We'll see if that works. Because god, man, those the minuses down there. Bittner's shooting at a 26% clip right now. Norgren's at a 19%. God damn. What's our top lines looking like? Bester's got 17 points. How many games have we played? 22. Zadina, 21 points, 22 games. He's doing good. Pasternak, 17 points. So that first line's not doing bad. I mean, like I said, I probably need some time to gel. 2nd line, 17 points. Colin White, 22 points, leading the team probably. Vinny Hinostroza has 17. So we're looking okay. How's our defense? Kopitz, 1 point. Swanson has 21. Theodore has 5. Riley has 10. All right. McKazik has 2. Costi has 4. And then Boyd, a 907. So Boyd's having a rough start. We can best line ZHL. I don't really care. Boyd's having a rough time down there. But when you got a 3rd line that's that bad, I'm hoping that just mixing it up is enough to kind of just get back to normal, because that was bad. You have -10s across the board, and it's only one line that's minus like that. You know it's bad. Like, they are literally bringing the team down by themselves. So maybe switching them up and getting Brooks in there is a nice change of pace. Kamenev just hasn't worked. I had hoped that he would have been a a half decent goal scorer down there. Because in my other runs, I've seen him put up 25 goals, 20 goals as a bottom 6 guy. That was not the case this time though. But since making these moves, of course, I had mentioned it because we had won 4 in a row, 5 in a row. But I was going to mention it, and of course we lose back-to-back games against divisional opponents. 3 straight games against divisional opponents. Can we make it 4? Make it 4. Just keep... Oh, hey, we beat the Coyotes. The Coyotes are the... a big pain in the ass for me, both in this GM mode and in my Rangers one. Finally make the Cup Finals. And we run into the Coyotes, who just wiped the floor with us. Like, we weren't even there. It was basically just them playing a practice squad. That's what that looked like. Alright, so let's look at our point. Let's look, see how we're doing here. So we're last in the division. What? What? We're last in the division with 18, 14, and 4 as our record. That's not a bad record. Like, if I look at the Central, where are we? Oh, yeah, we're on the cusp of a playoff spot. In the Atlantic, alright, so we're middle of the road. Metro, middle of the road. But in the Pacific, we're last. Last in the division, whatever. 3.82 goals a game. We have the best offense in the division. Our defense is a little lackluster, but it should come down as the season goes on. Power play is not the best. Penalty kill's not great. And we're not that great at home. But we score short-handed, so we got that going for us. As for points, I can't believe we're last in the division. I did not expect to see that. 34 points for White. He's already got 21 goals. Pastrnak has 34 points, so Pasternak's looking good. Good signing right now. Zadina's got 31, so he's doing good. Swanson's got 30. Larkin's got 29. Besser's got 26. Only 10 goals, though. I'd like to see Besser get up there a little more, but he's doing all right. Hinostroza's got 26 points. I mean, I want my second liners to at least be 65-point guys, and he's on pace for that right now. He's on pace for like 60. Nordgren has 20 points on my fourth line. Riley has 14 points. Kreider has 13. That fourth line, man, of Nordgren, Kreider, and what is now Kajula is doing work because Kajula's up there. But Middlestat, minus 12. I don't think Middlestat works on that. I think I'm going to have to get rid of Middlestat. I just don't think he fits in this team anymore. So I'm going to go see what the return is for him. Because like he's not working. A playmaker in the bottom 6 just isn't gonna work. So let's see if we can figure something out here. Where's Middlestat? There's Middlestat, and I kind of want to try. Did he fall this far? Damn, he did. I didn't think he would have fallen that far. I would like to trade him somewhere that. Oh no, I'm trying to get players back, so pretty much what I want is a third line winger since I've got Brooks. A third line winger that is defensively sound. Sonny Milano? Tobias Reeder? What's Milano's stats? 9 points. Milano wouldn't be awful. Again, he's got 4-star offense. He's got 4-star defense. See if I can get Milano. Oh, wow, I could get a lot more than that. Let's just trade Middlestat. Actually, let's look at teams before I commit to this. Yeah, let's also look at the right. Okay, well, Bjorkstrand, sniper, 15 goals. 4-star defense, third line sniper, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Do it up. Ooh, it's close. Kamenev, here it is. No, they have more than 50 players. Let's give him a draft pick. Do you want draft picks? Yes, you do. I have an extra 6 thrown around. Oh, really? Alright, let's try something with a little higher. Let's give him a 4th instead. There it is. Alright. Bjorkstrand's going to be our third line scorer. He's got 15 goals on the year. I assume he's playing top 6 minutes in Columbus. but I feel like he fits in perfectly with that third line. I mean, we do lose. I mean, it would have been nice to have a playmaker down there now. I probably should have traded somebody else. But Middlestat just wasn't. He wasn't meshing. And Brooks has 87 offensive awareness and the offensive traits to get the job done. So we'll try Bittner. Actually, how's Kreider looking? Do I want to put Kreider up? No, let's do a Kreider instead of Bittner. Alright, there we go. And then defensively, we're still good. Goaltending has Boyd's stats gotten better. Yep, 911, a 273, so he's starting to get there. Alright, so there we go. Again, I probably could have done Glebov instead of Middlestat, but I don't think I'd have the cap space for Bjorkstrand if that was the case. And Middlestat just historically hasn't blended well or meshed well with the bottom six. He was a good first and second line player, but ever since putting him in a bottom six role, he didn't click. We need to start beating these Pacific Division teams, considering they're all ahead of us. So if we're going to make up any ground in this division, we have to start beating our division. Oh, nope, or we're just going to lose 2 out of 3 against them. This team should be fantastic. Like, I don't... Brett Connolly. Well, whoopsie. I guess at some point I accidentally ended my capture. So, when did... let me double check to see when the... January 17th? Alright, so how far in are we? God damn it. There's no autosaves, so I'd have to redo the entire season. I don't want to redo the entire season, so you're just going to have to... I think it ended... Alright, so you missed a month. Not a whole lot's went on. The recording ended in the middle of being offered Brett Connolly. I didn't take that trade. I got offered that trade again just for a third. I still said no, and we've just been simming since. I haven't talked about anything relevant in that month that's passed because we hung on a sim for like 5 minutes. It just kept simming on one day. That's frustrating though. I don't even remember ending my capture. Like, I removed all of my shortcuts to make sure that I can't accidentally end capture, because I used to do that all the time. And we're gonna sit like this sim from the 23rd to the 27th is gonna take forever, because there's gonna be so many trades, and it was already taking a long time during the regular season. Adam Gaudet, no thank you. 32, 23, and 7. Then you got Calgary with 37 wins. Oh, alright. So we sim pass. Hey, we beat Calgary. Alright, so can we beat Chicago? Hey, 34 wins. Alright, so let's see where we're at playoff-wise. Since we were just last in the division, we're still struggling, man. We're right on the cusp. We're a wild card team at the moment. We're the second wild card team. Is anybody close? No. We have a 8-point advantage on the next closest wildcard team, so I think we're going to be a playoff team. We've kind of put some separation between us. Our defense isn't the best. Our offense is great. Our offense is fantastic, but our defense just isn't up to snuff just put. We're getting there. Power play is still not the best. Penalty kills getting better, though. Still not that great at home. We need to be better at home. The Kings are, like, famous for being a great home team. But let's look at our point scoring here. So Bjorkstrand's only got 5 goals since coming here, but he's still got 20. I mean, he's got, what, 5? We came here at 15-13, so he's got 5 goals. And did I get the Bjorkstrand trade? I had to have. Yeah, I got the Bjorkstrand trade. Okay. Whew. That's close. I wasn't sure. Had to double check. Alright, so we got Swanson. His point production's gone down. But, I mean, look at my top 6. 57... 49. Like, that top 6 is exactly what I want. I would love for my first line to be a little bit better. But, I mean, when your entire top 6 is going to be 60-point guys, probably. That's pretty much what I want. I said I would love for the first line to be just a teeny bit better. But dude, Riley, 19 years old, and he's a plus 30. Are you kidding me? God damn, and he's playing with Theodore, who's a plus 14. Jesus. Brooks is a minus 8, so that third line is still struggling. It might be Kajula, if I'm honest. Like, Kajula's on the fourth line, isn't he? Yeah, because Kratter's on the third line. Bittner's got 12 goals. I mean, he's doing exactly what he needs to. He's a plus, and he's got double-digit goals for us. Kopitz has 9. Ooh, Kosti. I'm going to call him Kosti. I like that better. He's a minus 13. Him and McIsaac. How is he a minus 13, but McIsaac's a plus 2? Plus minuses don't make sense in this game sometimes, man. They really don't. Then how's Boyd doing back here? Is he normally at 918 save percentage? 250 goals against, so he's coming back to normal. Nice. Nice. So we're gonna go ahead and I don't know how long this video is now. We should be at like 20 minutes, I think. So I'm just gonna splice these two recordings together. Smash these two recordings together. So let's just go ahead and finish up the regular season and see if we make the playoffs. I've gotten a little more confident, but we do have a lot of Pacific Division games coming up, and one thing I noticed from the first part of this sim is the Pacific Division has our number. They definitely do, man. It's rough times playing the Pacific Division. And that's gonna be all of the playoffs is gonna be the Pacific. Alright, so there's so 1-1, 0-2. Alright, 1-2, there we go. So these final two are 1-3. Oh, 2-3. Alright. 2-3 against the Pacific Division here to end the season so far. Like I said, we're gonna have a lot of division games to close out the year. We need to go above 500 against the Pacific. Nope, that's 2-4. So we finished 2-4 in our last 6 against the Pacific Division, but we might have managed enough wins. Oh, fitting we end New York and LA. Former Stanley Cup matchup and both of my GM modes currently. Show me a playoff. Show me a playoff team. Alright, we made it. Taking on the St. Louis Blues. Alright, so somebody knew. We avoided the Pacific Division because I'm pretty sure we just matched up with the Central Division winners. Yep, 50 wins. They won the Central Division. So let's go see how our team ended off. Colin White with 71 points. 40 goals? 42. Nice. Brock Besser, 28. Not 30 like I was hoping for, but when you got Pasternak up there stealing your goals, understandable. He had 25. So my first line, I wanted a goal per game out of him. So 20. So let's see. That's 5. That's 7. 60 minus 7 is 53. So there's 53 goals from them two. So 95 goals from our first line. More than enough. I'm happy with that. Second line, we had Hinostroza with 15, Zadina with 17. So there's 32. Plus Larkin's 20. Wait, no. Is Zadina on the first line? No, Zadina's on the second line. No, Larkin's on the second line. What the hell are my lines? White's not on the first line. White's on the second line. What the... I don't even remember my lines. The second line is... Larkin... No. Hinostroza, Larkin, and White, right? That's gotta be it. Let's just go look at the freaking lines page. This is gonna drive me insane if I don't look. And I'm sure there's people watching the video going like, "No, these are your lines, rah!" Yeah, I know. All right, so Besser had, but it's not gonna cover in the playoffs. So Besser had 28. Zadina had 17. So 30 plus 17 is 47. Minus 2 is 45. And Pasternak had. So they had 60 goals on the first line. So that's not what I was looking for. But the second line, that's Chris Kreider. That's not what I wanted. Hinostroza had 15. Colin White had 42. So that puts us at 57. And Dylan Larkin had 24, which puts us at 81. So we almost had a point per game or goal per game from our second line. And then our third line was pretty good as well. Minus Brooks. But I think Brooks kind of picked it up at the end. Nope, minus 10. Never mind. But we had 23 goals out of Bjorkstrand. Granted, I think only 10 of those, or 8 of those were here. Kreider had 11. Fourth line, Bittner ended with 15. Nordgren ended with 29 points and a plus 16. And Kajula ended with plus 1 and 27 points. So that was a pretty good season for us. I mean, if you look at the numbers, Kopitz had a good year. That's Swanson. He had 58 points. Kopitz had 13. Theodore had 23. What did Riley end up as? Plus 40 with a 31 points. Jeez. McIsaac plus 1 with 5 points. And then Costi with a minus 13. Oh boy. Playoffs are going to be rough. Boyd's up to a 92 overall. What were his stats? 923 save percentage and a 230 goals against. So right on par with where he was last season. Damn near identical. He gave up 1 more goal this year. And 14 less shots. 16 less shots. Alright. That's where I'm going to go ahead and call this one. As always, comment section for your reactions. Again, apologies for missing that month. I guess I hit the stop recording button. But I will see you on Monday. No? Yeah, Monday. This is a Friday video. On Monday for the first round of the postseason.